Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is the Dr. Prince 2000 watt power station. I've been waiting on this for a while. I've got a previous video where I was showing it on Amazon for the good deal you're getting. You can get this on Amazon, a 2000 watt hour and 2000 watt continuous with a 4000 watt surge for $4.99. It was $4.49. That's when I grabbed it. And as soon as they sold out of that batch, they relisted it 2 days later for $4.99, which is still an excellent deal. I do recommend anybody that's looking for a 2000 watt power station to check this out. You cannot go wrong. I'm flat telling you. A generic power station at 2000 watt, usually on the great end of the deal, you're talking $800, $900. On the average, $1,000 to $1,200. So for $4.99, you're not going to beat this. I wrote down the info. It's the Dr. Prince 2000 watt hour, 2200 watt continuous, 4000 watt surge. It's a 110 volt. It ain't a 120, but 110 is not going to affect nothing. It'll run everything that you can hook up to it, except your central air and heat, which none of them can do that. But 110 is not going to hurt nothing, so don't let that discourage you. I have 3 more of these exact models. I run 2 refrigerators and 2 upright freezers all at the same time every day on these right here. These are great units. This is why I grabbed it. My first one 2 years ago, I actually paid on Amazon for the Alcatel model in this $1,100. So, like I said, I've never had a problem out of them. So, for $4.99, you are not going to beat that. The solar input VOC is 11.5 volt on the low end, just to get it to kick on solar, which is nothing. 50 volt on the top end. It'll take in 500 watts of solar, so that's not bad. AC charging, it's called a supercharge. You plug it up to the wall or a generator. It'll soak in 1100 watts, and it'll charge up in about an hour and 45 minutes, hour and 50 minutes from 0 to full. It's LiFePO 4 batteries. When you're looking at it on Amazon, it does say lithium. They just didn't put on their Pacific LiFePO 4. I guarantee you it's LiFePO 4. Like I said, I own 3 more models of these. 3,500 cycles plus to a 80% drop. And what that means is if you use this every day from 100% and drop it to 0 and recharge it, that's 1 cycle. If you use it every day, that'll be 10 years before it hits 3,500 plus cycles. So then it just drops to 80%. That doesn't mean that you throw it away. That just means, for instance, let's say this right here, you hook it up to your refrigerator. Just pretend here. Let's say it runs your refrigerator for 10 hours. Well, after it hits the 3,500 or plus cycles, then it just drops to where it's running it for 8 hours. So that's nothing. And like I said, if you've done this once a day, went through the whole battery, it would be 10 years before you hit that 3,500. So I'm telling you, the LiFePO 4 batteries are great. If you buy any solar generator power station, make sure it's not regular lithium, that it's LiFePO 4 phosphate batteries. It comes with a 1-year warranty from the manufacturer, but you can buy an extra 3-year or a 5-year. I bought the 3-year total package. It cost me an extra $57, which to me that's a no-brainer. And that means if you crack the screen on it, you drop it and crack it, it says it right in there. They will give your money back or replace it, one of the two. So it weighs 48.5 pounds, which is very manageable. If you're an older person and you don't think you think this will weigh a little too much, buy your little cart from Harbor Freight. You can get them for $20. Just set it on there and you can roll it around the house. So this does have UPS function, and that's uninterrupted power supply. What you can do is plug this up to the wall, then plug your refrigerator up to this. Leave for the weekend, your power goes off, a storm, a tree falls on the power lines, whatever. This right here will kick on as soon as the power grid goes down. It'll run your refrigerator either till it dies empty on the battery or till the power comes back on. And when the power comes back on, it switches right back over to the grid power. And the grid power just passes through here and runs your refrigerator, but it'll charge this back up at the same time. So that's good to know right there. We use it all the time, the UPS mode on any power station I've got when we leave for a weekend or a week, whatever. It's just good to know you ain't got to worry about the refrigerator not having electricity and all your food goes bad. Food is too expensive. And it's got pass-through charging, and that means you can use this running your refrigerator or TVs or whatever. Plus, you can plug it up to the wall and charge it at the same time, or plug it up to solar and charge it up at the same time while you use it. So whatever brand of power station you buy, two things to look for is UPS and pass-through charging. Three, LiFePO 4 batteries. And again, this is on Amazon. I will leave the link in the description. This is for $4.99. I don't know how long this will last. I don't know if this is a regular thing they're going to sell or if they're just going to sell out or what. But $4.99, and again, you will not beat that on a 2,000 watt power station. It's unheard of, I'm telling you. So I tell you what, let's unbox this and we'll check it out. See some foam padding. There's your AC cord and a manual. And with this, you just get an AC cord. You don't get the solar charging cord or your car lighter port cord. But again, for $4.99, what do you expect? You can get both of those, the solar input cord and the lighter port cord, I guarantee you, for under $20, $10 each off of Amazon or eBay, either one. Wrapped in a bag, foam on the bottom. All right, let's turn it on here, fire it up. Here the inverter kick on. There's your screen. Here is your on and off switch. Here is your light, strobe, SOS. Here is your DC USB port. You have two USB-A, two USB-A quick charges, and then two USB-C charges, 100 watts. Over here is your DC, lighter port, 12 volt, XT60, 12 volt, two 5521 barrel ports, on and off switch. Your screen, right here in the circle is your percentage of battery. Over here on top is your input. Your output is on the bottom. Over here is your time remaining. You got two nice handles on top, aluminum. On the right side, you have two exhaust fans, on and off switch for your AC outlets. Little door. You have 6 outlets, 110 volt. On the back, you have all your information, wattage, everything you need to know. Over here is your intake fans. Here is your circuit breaker. If it surges and that pops, it saves it from getting fried. you just push it back in and it'll start over. Here is your AC and solar hookup. Right here is where you insert your AC cord. Right here, the Anderson port is where you hook up your solar to the MC4. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate the UPS function on the Dr. Prince power station. They advertise it's 10 milliseconds or shorter, and which I can say, according to my Alcatels that I have and my Pongo, which is the same exact thing, it is true, and they have the quickest UPS switchover time than any power station out there, guaranteed. You can look anywhere, and I promise you this is faster. So the first thing you got to do is you got to plug this up to your wall outlet, which I have an extension cord right here. I'm taking the cord, plugging it up, and you'll see it start charging right here, a big orange icon saying supercharge. We got power. So now, at the moment, this thing is charging off of the wall. Now, if you was leaving for the weekend, again, you just plug this up to the wall. Then, we're going to take, I'm going to use my little heater here because I can't fit my refrigerator up here. But we're going to watch this. I'm going to plug this up to the unit and then turn the unit AC on. Now I'm going to turn this on. There's the power. You can see it discharging. But what is going on is the wall outlet in my home, my grid power, is coming through the cord, coming through the Dr. Prince, and powering the heater while it's charging the Dr. Prince at the same time. So let's say I leave home, and let's just say a storm comes, knocks out the power. When it does, when this thing loses grid power, it'll switch over and continue to run the heater. And it'll do that until the power comes back on or it runs out of battery power. So I've got a kill switch here on my grid power, and we're just going to kill the power from the house to make this think the grid is down. And it should, and I hope, will continue to run my heater. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Didn't even bat an eye. Now the Dr. Prince is running my heater. And let's say the power comes back on. It kicks right back on. Now the power from the house is running the heater and charging the Dr. Prince. So that is UPS function. It's great to have, and no matter what brand of power station you purchase, always make sure it has UPS function, uninterrupted power supply, and pass-through charging. Pass-through charging is you can use this running your heater, microwave, refrigerator, while it's plugged up to the wall charging or solar charging. You can use them at the same time. So again, check out the Dr. Prince on Amazon. I'm telling you, I own 3 of these just under different names, but they're the exact same model from the same manufacturer. These are great little units. And again, the lowest price I have ever seen these until this one was $800, and that was on sale. They usually go for about $900 to $1,000 on the average, and I have seen them up to $1,100 and $1,200. This right now is $499 with a 1-year warranty. You can get an extended total 3-year warranty for an extra $57. I will leave the link in the description. I'm telling you, don't let this pass you by if you're looking for a 2,000 watt power station. A 1,000 watt or 1,500 watt power station will cost you on the average, truthfully, about $800 to $1,000. So why would you let this pass you by if you're looking? If you ain't, hey, I understand. But these are great for blackouts, brownouts, camping trips, RV, van life. They're great. Like I said, they take in 500 watts of solar, 1100 watt AC charge. It's a quick charge. They call it supercharge. From your house outlet, less than 2 hours charging till it's from empty to full at 100%. And on solar, if you can get in the 500 full watts of solar on a good sunny day, you can have this thing charged up in roughly 5 hours. And that's superb sunlight. I'm not going to lie to you. On the average, I can charge my other Alcatels and the Pongo up. I can average on a decent day about 7 hours. I can charge the whole thing up. But I'm telling you the truth, that's with any power station at 500 watts. But again, 48.5 pounds, anybody can move it around. If you're elderly, you know, buy you a little $20 cart with wheels already made down at Harbor Freight. Set this on, you can roll it around the house. Simple as that. But again, if you're looking, don't pass this by. $4.99. You can buy up to 5 years warranty with it, but it comes 1 year free warranty. Great little units. I highly recommend them for the money. So I do appreciate you stopping by and watching my video. I'd appreciate you hitting that like button. Subscribe if you ain't already. We have other videos. Check them out, of other power station brands, different sizes, solar panels, prepping. Check them out. If you don't like it, hey, thanks for stopping by. If you do, subscribe. Hey, I thank every one of you. Take care of your family and your neighbors, and God bless.